Hello, everyone. It's Elliot here with Investing Digital Currencies. I wanted to make a quick video about 3 to 4 minutes just so anyone that's stopping by, please like and subscribe to the video for more upcoming content. But I want to take a quick look for new investors and maybe those that are seasoned. I want to look at social media and sentiment and its importance. I would definitely say that it definitely has importance, even though it's probably a little less formal than getting it from a proper news outlet. People will say potentially, it depends on who you ask, like news does not move the market, or people do say that they would absolutely agree that news does move the market. Anything major that a company is advertising, such as a new product or service, or any relevant new sponsorships or anything in the works, they're going to try to advertise it. And during that point, that is going to be either advertised through a proper news outlet or social media. Social media is definitely used from companies and businesses, especially cryptocurrencies, one that may not have a significant amount of money for marketing. They can absolutely use social media as a way to outlet anything on their roadmap or any significant news or event that they plan on doing. So again, to keep this short and sweet, I would absolutely agree that anyone new to the cryptocurrency space or probably investing in general should absolutely make a couple of social media accounts just to kind of stay consistent and current with what is going on in the markets. So something I want to touch on specifically that I've seen is with crypto Twitter. So Twitter is definitely an outlet for companies that are in the cryptocurrency space to kind of advertise their products and services. So in regards to sentiment, and sentiment is just defined as kind of the attitude or just the overall feel positive or negative towards a business or cryptocurrency that you're investing in, is what we're going to concern ourselves with. Now, again, to keep this short and sweet, sentiment we are concerned with short and long term. If something's going on with maybe a delay or something is going on with the product or services that they're doing, you got to analyze it, break it down, and see if it's going to be a detriment long term or if it's just minimal and they're just going to have some short term negative effects, which could be just glanced over, and that's okay. Businesses have issues, and we need to understand that they're going to take the time to either address it or not. And whenever a new person is getting into this space and they want to invest money into a cryptocurrency business, you need to see how productive they are in communicating the issues and having a roadmap or just a plan in effect to make sure that these issues don't happen again. Now, again, depending on how new the company is, generally it will take time for these companies to handle and address issues. But you have to kind of research it on your own and see if it's something that how competent is the team. Have they had issues in the past? How quickly or effectively are they taking care of these issues? These are things that I look at whenever I look into businesses that I want to put my money in. So again, I want to try to close out maybe in a minute or so, just to be conscious of your time. So with sentiment, we want to check and see how to gauge sentiment if people are overall having a good time or a bad time. So with cryptocurrency, you want to potentially have Twitter. Some companies are really good on Instagram and Facebook, but cryptocurrency Twitter is pretty infamous for being able to see what FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or positive sentiment is in the company or business. Now, the last thing that I want to shed light on is it's a little silly because not a lot of the user base is going to be found on Twitter. So you're not going to have a direct big picture on how a company is doing, but I would argue that potentially that's not correct. Whenever you have about 1 to 5% of the user base that is going to be communicating their thoughts and feelings, sentiment on Twitter, you want to get an idea of how everyone else is feeling. Even though people are going to air out potentially their negative feelings on Twitter, that's still going to potentially speak for the overall experience of how that company is performing. So again, maybe take it with a grain of salt, but also these are things that people are complaining about. Generally, people are not going to complain about nothing. So we need to take that very seriously, and we need to see if the company is communicating back to the people who are having these issues, and are they having the issues consistently? Is the company addressing these problems? This is something that you need to take very, very seriously. If it's going to be a problem in the short term, that can be okay. It just depends. If it's 1 or 2 times, sure. If it's more than that, maybe you need to take a step back, look at it objectively, and maybe move on. And again, this is not financial advice. This is just the experience that I hold myself against, and I want to take it very seriously because it's your money on the line. So what good measures and how proactive are you being into researching and making sure this company is going to advertise their products and continue to clean up messes along the way. That's about it. I definitely think that social media does have a place, but don't get so bogged down with potential negativity. We want to look for positive, but are people being overly optimistic and they're glancing over problems? It might be a bad situation long term. So that's the video. Please like and subscribe for more upcoming content. I'm going to try to post as frequently as I can. I'm going to fix the lighting, guys. It's a little not as awesome in here, but please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.